Hey, Lakers fans. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about possibilities in the NBA trade market, and it involves a player who has been lighting up the league with a remarkable start to the season. Michael Porter Jr. has been playing at an elite level, and his performance has naturally sparked all sorts of discussions about potential trades. The Brooklyn Nets, who acquired him alongside an unprotected first-round pick from the Denver Nuggets in exchange for Cam Johnson, appear willing to listen to offers. This move alone has generated a lot of chatter because it demonstrates how strategic teams are in balancing contracts, talent, and long-term planning. The Nuggets, in particular, structured the trade not only to offload Porter's hefty contract, but also to create flexibility for other roster moves, allowing them to pursue players who could immediately add depth and impact to their lineup. Porter Jr.'s current season stats reflect exactly why he is such a hot commodity. Over 21 games played, starting all of them, he is averaging more than 32 minutes on the court each night. He has increased his field goal attempts to nearly 18.5 per game, which is a career high, and he is converting at nearly 50% overall. From beyond the arc, he is knocking down 40% of his three-point attempts, shooting 9 threes per game, which is a remarkable level of efficiency considering he is now a primary offensive option and facing significant defensive attention on every possession. He has truly evolved into the player scouts expected him to be coming out of college, demonstrating scoring versatility and the ability to create his own shot under pressure. In addition to scoring, Porter Jr. contributes across the board. He averages over 7 rebounds, maintaining a strong presence on the glass, and dishing out more than 3 assists per game, marking career highs in multiple categories. His effective field goal percentage hovers around 60%, reflecting not only his ability to score efficiently inside the paint, but also his capacity to stretch the floor as a long-range threat. He remains consistent at the free throw line, converting over 80% of his attempts, and defensively, while he may not be elite, he uses his size and length to contribute in ways that can complement a team system. At 27 years old, he is at a prime age where he can fit seamlessly into a roster looking to blend youth and experience, which makes him particularly interesting for teams like the Los Angeles Lakers, who are balancing the timelines of their emerging stars like Austin Reeves and the established core of LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Lakers' potential interest in Porter Jr. centers on his fit within their current roster construction. He can occupy multiple positions, from 2 to 4, offering the team versatility on both ends of the floor. His ability to space the floor and provide consistent three-point shooting addresses a critical need, and his size and athleticism allow him to slide into various roles depending on matchups. However, there is a significant challenge to consider, which is his contract. Currently earning over $38 million this season and approaching $41 million next year. Any trade involving him would require careful financial maneuvering. The Lakers would need to clear substantial cap space, potentially involving other players in outgoing trades to accommodate his salary while maintaining a competitive and balanced roster. This financial reality is what complicates the discussion, as acquiring Porter Jr. could limit flexibility for future roster additions and affect decisions around players like DeAndre Ayton or Austin Reeves. Despite the contract concerns, the upside of adding a player of Porter Jr.'s caliber is undeniable. Offensively, he offers scoring, spacing, and efficiency, while defensively, his physical tools can contribute to team schemes even if he isn't a lockdown defender. The Lakers' coaching staff would need to integrate him carefully, ensuring that his presence complements their stars rather than disrupting team chemistry. The potential scenarios for such a trade include moving players like Austin Reeves to free up space and acquiring complementary pieces to balance the roster, potentially turning the Lakers into a team with one of the most dynamic starting lineups in the league. Imagine a unit where LeBron James, Michael Porter Jr., DeAndre Ayton, and complementary wings operate together, maximizing spacing, pace, and scoring versatility. The strategic intricacies of such a trade involve considering not only the immediate on-court impact, but also long-term planning, ensuring the Lakers maintain championship-level competitiveness while navigating salary cap constraints. Michael Porter Jr.'s impact extends beyond raw statistics, His ability to create shots, stretch the floor, and draw defensive attention can open opportunities for teammates. He is particularly effective in pick-and-roll situations and can operate both with the ball and off it, giving coaches flexibility in designing plays. His scoring consistency, especially in high-pressure moments, positions him as a player who can influence playoff outcomes, where defensive intensity increases and every possession matters. Teams evaluating a trade for Porter Jr. would weigh his production against the financial and roster considerations, balancing immediate impact with long-term sustainability. The Lakers, in particular, must consider how such an addition would interact with their core players and their style of play, ensuring that any trade strengthens the team without creating unforeseen challenges or disrupting the balance they have built around their stars. Ultimately, the discussion around Michael Porter Jr. for the Lakers is a mixture of opportunity and calculation. On one hand, his elite scoring, floor spacing, and positional versatility offer a clear upgrade and potential championship-caliber contribution. On the other hand, his contract and the potential costs associated with acquiring him make the trade scenario complex, requiring careful orchestration of roster moves, salary management, and long-term strategy. The Lakers would need to weigh whether adding Porter Jr. propels them meaningfully closer to a championship or if alternative strategies, focusing on depth and complementary pieces, might achieve similar results with less risk. His age and current level of play, combined with the Lakers' strategic goals, make this one of the most intriguing trade discussions of the season, one that has fans and analysts alike weighing potential outcomes and imagining what a roster featuring him alongside LeBron James, Austin Reeves, DeAndre Ayton, and other emerging talents could look like on the floor. Even within the context of all this, it is important to recognize that Michael Porter Jr. has already proven he can perform at the highest level and influence games in significant ways. Whether it is his ability to score efficiently in isolation situations, his shooting accuracy from three-point range, or his contributions in rebounding and facilitating plays, he brings a multifaceted skill set that can complement a superstar-led roster. Integrating him into a team requires not just financial maneuvering, but also tactical adjustments and rotation management, ensuring that every player maximizes their strengths. For the Lakers, this is a potential high-reward scenario where the right combination of trades and roster adjustments could turn them into a formidable contender, capable of competing against any team in the league and creating the depth, spacing, and scoring threats necessary to dominate in both regular season and playoff settings. Continuing on Michael Porter Jr. and the Lakers' potential plans, the key question revolves around fit and flexibility. While Porter Jr. brings undeniable scoring ability, the Lakers must carefully consider how his addition impacts rotations and the development of younger players. Austin Reeves, for example, has been a cornerstone of their emerging talent pool, showing growth in scoring, playmaking, and defensive awareness. Trading Reeves to create cap space for Porter Jr. could be a calculated risk, but it also opens the door for strategic roster construction. The Lakers could leverage his departure to acquire complementary players who fill multiple needs, from defensive versatility to floor spacing, ensuring the team maintains balance while enhancing their offensive firepower. One intriguing aspect of adding Porter Jr. is his ability to adapt alongside different types of stars. He has demonstrated that he can thrive when paired with dominant playmakers, and the Lakers have two of the most impactful players in the league in LeBron James and Luka Doncic. While some may argue that overlapping skill sets could lead to redundancy, Porter Jr.'s size, versatility, and floor spacing ability allow him to create unique offensive opportunities. He can operate as a secondary scorer, allowing LeBron to manage the floor with his vision and decision-making, while Luka can handle primary ball-handling duties in pick-and-roll situations. This trio could create mismatches across the court, forcing opponents into difficult defensive decisions and potentially opening lanes for open shots or driving opportunities. Defensively, Porter Jr. presents a mixed picture. While he isn't known as a lockdown defender, his length, mobility, and awareness can contribute in team-oriented schemes. The Lakers' coaching staff would likely need to design defensive rotations that maximize his strengths while minimizing exposure in isolation matchups. pairing him with athletes who can guard multiple positions or protect the rim, such as DeAndre Ayton or a versatile wing player like Herb Jones or Keon Ellis, could allow the team to maintain a strong defensive identity without sacrificing offensive efficiency. In essence, the trade-off between offensive gain and defensive consistency becomes a central consideration, requiring careful evaluation of matchups, rotations, and the impact on playoff-level competition. Another layer to this discussion is contract structure and long-term flexibility. Porter Jr.'s current deal, which approaches $41 million in the upcoming season, is a major consideration for any team looking to acquire him. The Lakers would need to orchestrate a series of moves, potentially including player swaps, to absorb his salary while preserving opportunities for future acquisitions. This could involve sending out contracts that are expiring or less critical to the team's core strategy, while simultaneously securing role players who fit both the current roster and long-term planning. Balancing immediate impact with future flexibility is one of the most delicate aspects of NBA team building, and the Lakers front office would need to weigh the potential rewards of Porter Jr.'s elite scoring against the complexity of financial management and roster balance. Porter Jr.'s value is also influenced by his career trajectory and current production. At 27, he is entering what is often considered a player's peak performance window, where experience, athleticism, and skill converge. This is an ideal age for a team like the Lakers, blending established veterans with younger players who are still developing. His ability to consistently produce points, rebound, and stretch the floor makes him a high-upside addition, particularly in high-stakes games where offensive efficiency and spacing become crucial. The Lakers would need to integrate him thoughtfully, ensuring that his presence enhances, rather than detracts from, the synergy of their star players. This includes designing plays that utilize his scoring while keeping defensive responsibilities manageable and leveraging his versatility to create advantageous matchups. Moreover, the strategic options surrounding Porter Jr. extend beyond simply acquiring him. The Lakers could use his presence as leverage in additional trades, effectively turning him into a valuable asset to optimize the roster. If certain pieces do not fit long-term plans, Porter Jr.'s contract could be used in subsequent deals to acquire more favorable combinations of players or draft assets. This kind of flexibility is crucial in modern NBA team building, where front offices must continuously balance the competing demands of immediate success and sustainable roster construction. The ability to pivot, adapt, and restructure based on performance, contracts, and player development makes a player like Porter Jr. an intriguing but complex consideration. In evaluating the potential trade, the Lakers also need to consider the dynamics of chemistry and leadership. Integrating a new star into a roster that already features iconic personalities requires careful management, both on and off the court. LeBron James' leadership, combined with Luka Doncic's emerging influence, sets a tone for team culture and expectations. Porter Jr.'s attitude, work ethic, and adaptability will be critical in ensuring that his addition strengthens rather than disrupts team cohesion. Successful integration would allow the Lakers to maximize the talent of all roster members, creating an environment where offensive and defensive efficiency can coexist with strong interpersonal dynamics. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on. Whispers around the NBA world are reaching a fever pitch after recent comments from Lakers coach JJ Redick that have left fans and analysts alike scrambling for answers. In a statement that has sent shockwaves through Los Angeles, Redick was quoted bluntly, "He will never play for the Lakers again." The remark, stark and unambiguous, has sparked intense speculation about the future of one of the team's most controversial and high-profile players. The Lakers, known for their roller coaster seasons and headline-grabbing roster moves, may now be facing a seismic shift. While Redick did not provide further context, insiders suggest that this could be the culmination of growing tension behind the scenes. Sources close to the team hint at possible disagreements over playing time, contract negotiations, or even locker room dynamics, though nothing has been confirmed. Such a declaration from a head coach rarely comes without a backstory, and speculation is already rife about what could have driven REDICK to make such a definitive statement. Fans have taken to social media in droves, dissecting every press conference and interview, searching for clues. Some argue that this signals a potential trade, while others speculate that the player in question may even consider retirement or a move overseas. The Lakers front office has been characteristically tight-lipped, refusing to comment on the remarks, which only fuels the rumor mill further. Analysts are pointing to recent performances and team chemistry as possible catalysts, but the lack of specifics only deepens the mystery. The broader NBA community is also abuzz. Could this be the beginning of a dramatic shakeup in the Western Conference? Rival teams are surely watching closely, aware that if this player becomes available, it could trigger a bidding war unlike any seen in recent seasons. Speculation is now as much about the Lakers' future strategy as it is about the player himself. What role will this statement play in upcoming trade talks, and how will it affect team morale? For now, the basketball world is left in suspense, eagerly awaiting clarity, while fans brace for what could be one of the most sensational moves in Lakers history. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.